Hey fam, day 2 of Tel Aviv, and what an amazing day. Started off the morning walking to meet my crew for my food tour and walked along the shoreline of Tel Aviv. And there you see Old Haifa or Jaffa. In Hebrew it's Yafo, but the old fort, a lot of history there. You see the beautiful flowers, the botanicals that are in the old fort. Alexa and Jacob were our tour guides from Delicious Eats, and they were absolutely amazing. And the first stop was for some hummus, and actually it's called hummus. If you say hummus over here, you will be mocked and ridiculed, but it's hummus. Amazing, little spice in that little cup, so good. And that's a raw onion where you just peel it and use it to dip the hummus, and it takes the acidity off, but it's so good. So we had some pita bread, and here we go.
Weeks after that, they said, okay, it's worth it though, because in 2010 they called Guinness Book of World Records. Guinness comes to Israel. The largest bowl of hummus went to Israel. And now the following year, the Lebanese say, you know what?
All right, well, after the hummus, we actually saw this amazing mural made out of bottle caps. It's a mural of Medusa, but absolutely incredible that it's completely made out of bottle caps. All right, then we proceeded to throughout the old Jaffa, and that's a Uri Geller museum. And this is a Jaffa orange tree. Jaffa oranges are huge historically here in Israel. So amazing art. And then we went to the observation point. Historical place, beautiful place. A lot of history up here, and we can take great pictures here of the city. Just an incredible view. And this is St. Peter's Church, and Peter and Paul, the ministry here in the book of Acts. And then we went to the Jaffa Flea Market, and this is where we went to our next stop for food. And this malabi dessert, it's dairy based, but it was so good.
And so when him and his best friend opened up this place, the friend said, dude, Ido, here's an idea. Your mom's cookies are so good. Let's sprinkle some on top. And they're like, wow! And they did. And it honestly, I think it makes it so much better. It's such a unique
All right, then we also had some coffee to go with it. And boy, it was strong. But actually had that with this awesome beer. This Israeli beer is so good. And it's 7% alcohol. Outstanding. And then we have the best breads at Abu Lafia Bakery. I'm butchering it, but amazing. Absolutely incredible. I highly recommend that you come here because this place is open 24 hours. Great place to get bread anytime you want it. Amazing. All right, then we went to Hashon Square. Really the entrance into Old Jaffa from the streets, and the Jaffa Clock Tower. Just beautiful architecture here. And right at that intersection is the Satai Hotel, which used to be an old prison, but this is like the nicest and most expensive hotel in Tel Aviv. We went to Dalal Bakery, which is really a French Jewish bakery, and you see here their bagels and then a chocolate babka. The bagel was more like a croissant. It was moist, buttery, so good. But the babka just was like a huge brownie. It was so good. Then we saw a little bit of history and murals in the area, and then the cheeses. The cheeses, I can't say enough, but my favorite was the feta cheese there. Absolutely incredible. The best feta cheese I've ever had. And then we moved on to Carmel Market, and the audio will speak for itself.
هلا بكل كلمة عملية كذوت هلا بحياة بكل كلمة عملية كذوت هلا هلا دم عليك دم بالضبط
incredible market here. Everything is organic, fresh, smells good, amazing. My chef's out there. Great place to come get your produce. Amazing. More of the market here. Fresh fruit juice. And it is bustling here. Breads are huge here, all kinds of breads. Look at over here, more sweets. Look at all the breads here. Fresh spices. Falafel. Go ahead, dig in.
I got one. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So fresh. I love falafels, but this is the freshest I've ever had. Amazing. That's really cool. So it's like a pancake with egg in it, and you dip it in diced tomatoes right there. So we're about to do.
This is a drink called alcohol. Alcohol is a very typical alcoholic beverage that we like to drink in Israel. It comes from a, what's the name of the plant?
Anise.
Anise
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
Oh,
Anise leaves.
like licorice.
It's a little, yeah, it's a very similar taste to licorice. And I'd be interested in anybody in a little bit of a sample. I'd be happy to do it.
I'll take a sample.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4, 5. Okay, yeah. We're going, yeah, I like that.
Why not?
3 more small ones over here too.
Like this crowd.
Yeah, no problem.
This is so good.
That's hot.
I know, it's so hot.
Yeah, this is.
Here we go. This is hot.
Cheers. Yes. Cheers. Cheers. Stay in Israel. Bye.
Judas pizza.
What is that when they put it on the pillow? These?
It's called a pillow.
Oh, I mean, like, how do they do it?
No, I
know it's a, I know it's
No, I was joking. I was joking. There's garbanzo beans with like chickpeas with chili. There's a spicy sauce,
tabbouleh, which is like bulgur wheat, and lots of herbs, za'atar, that spice we saw earlier, and olive oil. And that's all she wrote.
All right. A Druis pita.
Drew's pita.
Drew's pita. Drew's pita. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Spicy. Oh, fireworks going off in my mouth and on my beard. This is so good.
All right, and here we wrapped up our day with, I hope I'm not butchering this, but with a famizi. And this is just really fresh fruit with like Nutella chocolate. But there's so many things in it. It was like a berry slush at the bottom. It was so fresh and so good. So huge shout out to Jacob, to Alexa, being our tour guides. Delicious is real. Absolutely incredible. If you come to Tel Aviv, you have got to do this tour. It is well worth the money, well worth the food experience, and it is definitely a treat. So what an incredible day. And I can't say enough about my experience in Tel Aviv so far. All right, more to come. Have a great one.